Namaste again. It's just a beautiful unfolding here that I felt to share with you. Very special. Doesn't happen every day. All of these beautiful souls are sleeping, resting deeply. Yeah, very special. The pelican, a very powerful bird, very loving, very community orientated. They always all fish together. They fish together with the other birds. They are like big protectors for the little birds. Yeah, they, also inland, here a bit further inland, that's where they go to the lakes to raise their young ones, to nest, and they are there in a big community. And then they fly back to the beaches, and I've been journeying with them for many years, and they're so special. Even as a child, I had a book about a pelican. Yeah, and this morning haven't even made it further yet because their presence is so divine, and it's very special. They are all here together, resting after the storm. And they just pulled a feather out as well and gave to me. Very special. It's their gift. That's how birds give us gifts. I honor their feathers and their gifts. And very special. Yeah, so just felt to send a transmission into the field from these divine birds and being here with them. They have such an awesome flight as well. Yeah, and then they just fly off and they stay connected, like that one is out there now and the other four are still here, but their connection, they're still together. They're not clingy, and this is the same for us humans as we are shifting into our sovereignty, walking our path, not adjusting our path for another, like in the olden days, where the women made the man's dream happening and sacrificed their own. In this new era, we are about sovereignty and togetherness, and as new as pioneers, we need to follow our soul. We need to follow our soul in every moment. Not another one's dream, our dream. And then we are finding the people, we are meeting the people, we are aligning with those who are aligned with us. And then nobody has to sacrifice their dream, because we all have the same dream. We are all having the same consignment. We are all here for the same reason. Mean it can be that we are at different locations, even around the world, but we have the same consignment, the same dream, the same vision, the same frequency. That's what it means to be on the same fractal. When no one has to sacrifice themselves, there's no fear of each other, no mistrust of each other, there's just alignment. And we are remembering that, and when we stay true to ourselves and stay in alignment instead of getting fearful and then getting into the wrong groups, the wrong relationships and so on, if we stay centered in ourselves, in our own union, in our alignment with our monadic energy and our soul and spirit, our souls find each other. Yeah, not from fear or ego, but just like these birds, from having the same frequency, energy, the same consignment here, the same mission, here for the same reason, so no one has to change. Yeah. I have experienced the opposite, as all of us have, and yeah, I became, oh, it's, yeah, so beautiful, taking off for that. Let's observe them. Their grace, their ease and grace. Can you feel their joined energy? I love when they sleep, and their energy is so peaceful, so peace and harmony. I often sit with sleeping animals because I feel safe, and we just share our codes. We silently talk, communicate, not talk. Yeah. Precious meeting, isn't it? Yeah. They teach us the stillness to receive. And the water prayer, the water meditation. Have a look how this water is flowing this morning. When they give me feathers, they have given me feathers at quite a few times, but they were always important times where I had a massive shift and new things came into my life, a new path opened, new opportunity, which is today as well, as I spoke about in my first live transmission this morning. When they gave me this feather, I felt it as a confirmation, yeah. And they are also about groundedness, stability, balance, harmony. As I talked about in my first live about running around like a headless chook, and when I found the chicken here a few weeks ago, last week, this is the opposite of that. They are holding their head and they are standing there in grace and peace and harmony, no hustling around. They are ease and grace. They are sharing this here with us. For our nervous system healing it. The air smells of ocean and fish and freshness. I am so grateful. So grateful. So much peace, harmony, and love to you, groundedness, dancing with the beauty of life, as a tree branch swimming by, as this river, creek flows into the ocean. Imagine like us quivering before we expand into the allness that is, into the big ocean, feeling the rivers and the creeks as they get ready to merge with the big, infinite, expansive ocean. That's what I feel happens when we leave our body, and this also happens when we rebirth. Before we start something new, while we are getting into something new, before we are getting into, or while we are letting go of the old, this is like this creek flowing into the big ocean. Can seem scary. Or, yeah, we just flow. We just flow. So, yeah, let's drink to that. Have a magical day. May lots of wonders come your way.